Solar Youth.
And
Good morning, Candace Wright. Unmute yourself. Good morning. Oh, happy Great Give.
Happy Great Give.
So now, are you the new leader over there at Solar Youth?
Yes, I am. Babz, I'm loving your purple hair. It's giving me great joy right now. Sorry, that was totally off topic. I'm like,
no, girl, that's fine. I always take a compliment. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Now, I know Solar Youth because I knew your predecessor very well. She's a good friend of mine. And I remember when she started Solar Youth back in the day, like a gazillion years ago. So it's nice to see that it's still around, and it's nice to see that the sister's leading it up. So tell me about Solar Youth, and tell me what y'all all looking to do. And were you given some instructions about how to show up today? Like, do you have a poem or a song or something?
I do. I did bring a poem as well. So whatever order you want me to go in, I'm happy to. I guess I'll just start with saying, yes, I'm the new leader at Solar Youth, but I'm not new. I've been around working with Solar Youth for 14 years, as many different roles, as many of us do in nonprofits. And this last few years, with the support of the board, Joanne, all the staff members that came before me, I feel like this is what I've been working hard to do, to step into this role. So I'm really excited, and I'm really just grateful for all of this years of training that has led me to this moment, unexpectedly, but expectedly, right? So great work ahead. It's a title. Nothing stops happening every day. Solar Youth, the simplest, our mission is to empower youth to achieve lifelong success. Most of the neighborhoods that we serve youth and families are in the most needed neighborhoods. We have partnerships with ECC, so we are in neighborhoods, and we are currently in Catherine Britton School as well. So that has been our core mission. And then being in the neighborhood is also, from day one, has been our core mission as well. It gives us great access to families. They can depend on us. We're the constant, and we see firsthand what they need, what they're going through. Also makes it easier for them to show up. They can just walk outside, and there's our office. So,
all right. So what does Solar Youth do? Hey, Julie Lister, nice to see you. Unmute yourself if you're going to join the conversation.
Hi, Julie.
Does Julie work? Are you on staff, or are you a board member?
I am on staff, and I am the External Relations Director. So I work on, I do a lot of grant writing and fundraising, communicating with investors and donors.
Okay. All right. So Candace, tell us, what does Solar Youth do? What's the mission?
Yeah. So Solar Youth, we're an after-school program, but we also do a variety of things on the weekends and trips. I would say we do a lot of everything, but focusing really on environmental education. We have some core elements: nonviolent communication, mindfulness, youth-led problem solving, and leadership. So those are some of our core elements. Most people know us for the environmental education piece. We've taken kids on awesome hiking trips, overnight camping trips, you name it, we've probably done it. And most of our kids have been with us since 5 years old, all the way up until an internship as a teenager. So it's a great cycle of stewardship, if that's what we call it, cycle of stewardship. So
how many kids in the program?
Right now?
Given year, given the month, time, like how do you measure that?
So we have different seasons. Jump in, Julie, if I'm cutting you off. I didn't see you.
Oh, okay, no problem. I was just going to say annually it's about 150 youth.
There you go.
And we serve from ages 5 all the way up through high school and sometimes beyond.
Okay. All right. So it's a year-round program?
Yes, year-round. We're gearing up for our summer camp. This year, we're partnering with Boys and Girls Club, Barbara Chesler, they're killing it in the Great Give right now. I'm loving to see that.
You mean the Boys and Girls Club across town on Columbus Avenue?
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I used to serve on that board many, many, many years ago. So I'm a huge fan of the Boys and Girls Club. It's the second oldest Boys and Girls Club in the country.
Yes,
Really?
yes. They are, we're partnering with them again this summer to run a summer camp. We did a great partnership last year. I'm really looking forward to it again this year. We just enjoy bringing what we both have to serve more youth. So we're hoping to serve 125 youth this summer.
So how did y'all do during the pandemic? Like what happened to the organization while we were all locked down? Because kids had to do something.
They sure did.
I'm definitely locked down, but we did virtual programming for a while. But then we did like program in a box. We sent kids home with like a kit for all their program activities. We had wonderful donors donate amazing food. Lots of food deliveries. That's something that we normally is not our focus, but at that time we said, okay, what is the need? So a lot of our staff spent their afternoons and their mornings dropping off lunches and breakfasts from New Haven Public Schools. It was really hard for families to get to every single day with multiple kids. And we had some FOSSE, we call them FOSSE, Friends of Solar Youth, donate some.
Oh, I like that. You got your own little acronym. All right.
I always laugh at that word because my husband's Jamaican and he's like, do you know what FOSSE means? And like, you know,
oh no, bro, you got to do it in the patois. FOSSE.
You know, oh my Caribbean. But
right.
Yeah, lots of great things.
All right. So, all right. Because I know you got a poem for us, but where do you see Solar Youth going? Like, what is the mood of the organization right now? What's the future looking like?
Yeah, the mood right now is, you know, to have, how do we come out on the next generation? You know, the Solar Youth has had one founder, one leader for 22, 23 years. And I really wanted, and the board wanted to take our time with that transition, give it space, give it an opportunity for all of us to figure out what's next. So right now we're going through a strategic visioning plan, which will be happening over the next 6 months. And just remembering like who we are, what we do well, what we don't want to compromise on. What are the things that we know we will always keep about our Solar Youth? What are some things we want to add to Solar Youth? Youth development at its core will always have its core elements per se, but what do we want to add? I know a lot of the teens are really interested in social justice, doing more work around like how can they impact their community, what's happening in today's world, and we can help them access certain funding to do some of that. But yeah, we're really just trying to reset. It's been 3 years since we've had our in-person annual benefit. So right now we're like, what can we do with the staff that we have, but also remembering who we are as we go forward. So we always say Solar Youth has this special sauce, and we're really tapping into like, what's that special sauce? Like when I say Solar Youth, they're like, oh, Solar Youth. And I'm like, great, I love that your face does that. Now let me tell you more about who we are, what we do, and why you should give. So yeah, we're really tapping into that. And it's an exciting time. Hopefully the pandemic will keep subsiding, allow us to do some of that work in person. But we're excited, and the kids are excited to just get out and have a good summer.
All right. So before you go into your poem, tell people why they should give today to Solar Youth.
Oh, wow. I mean, isn't it obvious? It's obvious for me, but let me tell people why it should be obvious for them. We have two great individual donors. One, Eater Family Foundation, Andy is giving a match of $10,000. The Louis Shanerman Foundation, longtime supporter of Solar Youth, is giving $12,000. So every dollar up to $22,000 will be matched. And the obvious reason you should give, because this is supporting New Haven youth. I mean, if I had this program around when I was a kid, I imagine it would have transformed my life. And I feel like the best thing for people to do is support the community that they live in. And why not start with young people They're the future. Cliche as it sounds, but they are the future.
No, they are. It's not a cliche. It really is true.
It's really true.
Old people not going to save the earth. It's going to be young people.
Right. Like, you know, like there's so many things. And I know there's so many causes, right? There's so many places you can give to. But right now, the youth really need our support, especially the youth that we serve. Coming out of this pandemic, they've experienced many, many, many challenges. And we just want to be the one constant in their life that they know will support them as they go forward. And so I can't think of another reason besides that right there to give. And I really urge New Haven to step up and support the organizations like us.
Oh, thank you very much. All right. Give us your poem.
Oh, yay. I'm so excited. Okay. So I honestly, I had to think about what I was going to read. But honestly, first I thought about my father this morning. He used to tell me when I was young to stop using the word can't. And it used to annoy me because I'm like, I'm not saying can't, like I believe. And he's like, no, you say it all the time. And I imagine it kind of dampened my self-esteem and eagerness. So I'm going to read a poem today that's called Can't by Edgar Guest, amazing American poet. Look him up if you don't know him. And it's called Can't. So here we go. Can't is the worst word that's written or spoken, doing more harm here than slander and lies. On it is many strong spirit broken, and with it many good purpose dies. It springs from the lips of thoughtfulness each morning and robs us of the courage we need through the day. It rings in our ears like a timely sent warning and laughs when we falter and fall by the way. Can't is the father of feeble endeavor, the parent of terror and half-hearted work. It weakens the efforts of artisans clever and makes of the toiler an indolent shirk. It poisons the soul of the man with a vision. It stifles in infancy many a plan. It greets honest toiling with open derision and mocks at the hopes and the dreams of man. Can't is a word none should speak without blushing. To utter it should be a symbol of shame. Ambition and courage it daily is crushing. It blights a man's purpose and shortens his aim. Despise it with all hatred of error. Refuse it, the lodgment it seeks in your brain. Arm against it as a creature of terror, and all that you dream of you someday shall gain. Can't is the word that is foe to ambition, an enemy ambush to shatter your will. Its prey is forever the man with a mission, and bows but to courage and patience and skill. Hate it, hate it, hate it, with hatred that's deep and undying. For once it is welcome to break any man. Whatever the goal you're seeking, keep trying and answer this demon by saying, I can.
Yay! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Candace Wright from Solar Youth and Judy Lister. Good luck to y'all today. I'm glad y'all are
Thank you so much.
I'm glad y'all are thriving. I appreciate that poem that sets the tone. I can. And I hope y'all hit all your matches today. Thank y'all for being with us on the
Thank you for the opportunity.
Radiothon. Oh, absolutely. I'll see y'all next year.
Okay. That's true. Thanks so much.